Why Jon Snow killed Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones. Good day, noble watchers of the realm, and welcome back to Westeros' throne, where the ravens never rest, the theories come hotter than dragon fire, and the takes hit harder than a Valyrian steel blade to a White Walker's forehead. Today we are diving straight into the moment that shattered the world, melted the throne, and broke the entire fanbase into more pieces than the wall after Viserion blasted through it. Yes, Jon Snow killing Daenerys Targaryen. Why he did it, what it meant, and why the entire thing was more complicated than Tyrion Lannister's family reunions. Before we jump into this emotional wildfire, go ahead and subscribe and click that notifications bell so you never miss a single breakdown, theory, or dramatic deep dive from Westeros' throne. Now saddle your horse, grip your sword, and let us ride into the heart of the storm. Here we go, straight into the flames. The moment Jon Snow plunged that dagger into Daenerys, the entire fandom gasped, so loud you could probably hear it from Dragonstone. It was shocking, tragic, poetic, and the definition of, wait, did they really just do that? But to understand why Jon did the unthinkable, we have to peel back layers of prophecy, politics, destiny, guilt, trauma, and Targaryen-level red flags. First transition incoming like a Littlefinger plot twist. Let us start with something simple. Jon Snow is a man who has spent his entire life trying not to become the very thing he fears. He was raised believing he was a nobody, a bastard, a mistake. Then he fought tooth and nail to protect the living. He died, literally died, because he refused to leave his men behind. He became king in the north by accident. He allied with Daenerys because the White Walkers were about to send Westeros into eternal darkness. And through all of that, one thing stayed consistent. Jon cannot stand tyranny. He cannot stomach blind cruelty. And he absolutely will not follow someone who rules through fear. So when Daenerys incinerated King's Landing like she was roasting marshmallows at a bonfire the size of a continent, Jon's worldview snapped in half. He had already been defending her decisions like he was her personal public relations department. But this was different. This was the kind of destruction even Wildfire would look at and say, well, that escalated quickly. But Jon did not immediately pull out the dagger. Oh no, he resisted. He hoped she would see the horror of what she had done. Instead, Daenerys gave him a speech that basically boiled down to, I will bring peace to the world, and anyone who does not like it can enjoy a complimentary Dragonfire makeover. Smooth as a Varys whisper. This brings us to the major point. Jon's entire life had prepared him for this decision. Think about it. Jon has seen what happens when rulers lose their way. Stannis burned his own daughter. The Night's Watch turned on him for trying to help the wildlings. Ramsay Bolton tortured for sport. Cersei blew up the September like she was trying to set off fireworks for the Seven. And now Daenerys, whom he loved, stood before him as a conqueror willing to use fear as her guiding light. Jon realized something brutal, something heartbreaking, something no one ever wants to admit. Love does not erase dangerous choices. But here is where it gets even deeper. Daenerys was not just a woman Jon loved. She was his queen. She was the supposed answer to years of Targaryen chaos. She was the mother of dragons, the breaker of chains, and most importantly, she genuinely believed she was doing good. That belief, combined with absolute power and zero checks or balances, is more dangerous than wildfire hidden under the Red Keep. Quick and sharp, let us talk about destiny, because in Westeros, destiny is about as reliable as a Sand Snake storyline. Jon had been groomed, without knowing it, to make impossible choices. He chose to fight the White Walkers when no one else cared. He chose to form alliances when everyone else wanted to fight. And he chose honor even when honor got him stabbed. So when Tyrion told Jon that sometimes love blinds us, Jon did not want to hear it. He wanted to believe Daenerys could return to the woman he followed across freezing seas and burning battlefields. But deep down, Jon already knew. He had seen that look at her eyes, that absolute certainty, that unwavering belief that her vision was the only correct one. She was ready to reshape the entire world by force. He knew love was not going to fix that. But let us add another layer because this is Westeros, not kindergarten storytelling. Jon was the rightful heir, Aegon Targaryen, the one person who could challenge Daenerys' claim. And the moment she found out, the moment she realized the North loved him more, the moment she felt the realm slipping away, that is when her worldview spiraled. The throne meant everything to her: recognition, justice, legacy. And Jon, without wanting it, became a threat. Not because he desired power, but because people believed in him more. Next transition, big, fiery, dramatic. Let's talk about Daenerys' perspective, because ignoring it does not do her justice. She lost nearly everyone she loved. Her closest advisors died or betrayed her. Her dragons were killed. Her best friend was executed in front of her. Her campaign dragged on for years. Her dream kept slipping out of reach. And the moment she arrived in Westeros expecting love, she instead found distrust, manipulation, and a throne claimed by fear-mongering rulers. So yes, her spiral was tragic. It hurt because it was human. She was not born a monster. She became a product of trauma, loss, abandonment, and the intoxicating weight of destiny. But Jon? Jon grew up surrounded by the opposite lessons: humility, sacrifice, shared leadership, brotherhood, duty. These two worldviews were never going to coexist peacefully. Another transition, clean and punchy. When Jon walked into that throne room, he was not walking toward Queen. He was walking toward a crossroads. One path ended with tyranny. The other ended with an unthinkable sacrifice. He pleaded with Daenerys, begged her to choose a different way. But she saw the throne and the future she believed she deserved as the only truth worth protecting. And that is the real tragedy. Daenerys believed she was freeing the world. Jon believed he was preventing another reign of fire and blood. They loved each other, but love could not fix the fundamental clash between their destinies. When Jon embraced her, it was not a trick. It was love mixed with despair. When he killed her, it was not hate. It was responsibility chained to heartbreak. He saved Westeros, but lost himself. He saved millions, but shattered his own heart. And with one final transition, we arrive at the last major question. What does Jon's final act mean for the story? It means the cycle of power is poisonous. It means the throne destroys more than it crowns. It means even the best people are forced to make impossible choices when destiny blocks every exit. Jon's decision was not about cruelty, betrayal, or ambition. It was about the burden of leadership in a world where fire and destiny often burn the ones who hold them. Whether fans loved it or hated it, the moment stands as one of the most emotionally complex scenes in the entire series. Two people shaped by fate, colliding at the breaking point of their beliefs. Jon saved the realm, but the cost, Daenerys, love, peace, innocence, was a price he will carry for the rest of his life. Thank you for watching Westeros Throne.